ovulation period for the irregulars. Today we are going to learn about ovulation period for the irregular period, and also why you see your period twice in a month. But firstly, let me emphasize on the reason why you might be seeing your period twice in a month. Now, it happens with the short period mostly, or the irregular periods. For instance, this is January, this is like a calendar. Now, for instance, you saw your period on the 1st, okay? Now, if you're having a short period, you now saw it again on the 23, okay? That comes the same month. So you're assuming that you're seeing your period twice in a month. Or, for instance, you saw your period on the 6th, okay, and it now comes again after 21 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21. Okay, now comes after 21 days. It still falls in that period, okay? So that's why sometimes you see your period twice in a month. Apart from disease condition or hormonal imbalance and all that, this is one of the reasons why you see your period twice in a month. Now, let's talk about the ovulation period for the irregulars. Let's go. For instance, you saw your period on the 10th, and it lasted for like 4 to 5 days, sometimes 6, 7 days. Now, this is your period on the 10th. Your ovulation period is irregular periods. It's very difficult for you to know your ovulation period. Now, this is the reason why it's very difficult for you to know your ovulation period. Your period is irregular, not jaga jaga. It's not constant. Sometimes your period is short, sometimes your period is long. Sometimes you can see every 20th or 19th, sometimes you can see on the 35th or 36th. So it's irregular, but that does not mean you are abnormal. That does not mean you are infertile. I hope you get that clear. You are not infertile. So don't you ever think you are infertile, as long as you're not having disease condition or you're not having hormonal imbalance, okay? Now, this is how you can check for your ovulation. Very simple. You actually cannot use the calendar method, but there are other methods you can use. So the first way you can know your ovulation is ovulation kits, but not everybody can afford ovulation kits. So let's not, because it's one of the easiest way for you to know your ovulation as an irregular. But another way you can know your ovulation is through the basal body temperature. Now, you use a thermometer. This thermometer is actually different from other thermometers. They call it basal thermometer. Now, how do you do this? Every morning before, I always recommend every morning, before you wake up from sleep, take your temperature, have a book, record them every day for at least 1 month. Ideally, as long as you're not having disease condition or infection, your basal body temperature is supposed to be like 36 to 37, which is normal if you're not having any illness, okay? Now, you will notice that on your ovulation or towards your ovulation, it spikes, it picks up. Now, for instance, you're having a basal temperature of 36.5, 36.7, all throughout the month. When it's getting your ovulation, you notice that it becomes like 37.6, 37.8, 37.9. It spikes up, it heats up, okay? That is, and it takes about 3 days for that spiking to be on. That's when you know that you're ovulating. And it also comes with your vaginal secretion. Now, the secretion is slimy, like kata. You know kata? It drags. It's transparent. It's egg-like. Like, it's transparent. It's very easy to know. It's different from all your other secretions. So that is how you know. Then another thing is that it's like you're on heat. You want knack. Hey, Jesus. Your body gonna sweet you. You want knack, oh, you want knack, you want chop. That is how you know. So those are the ways you can know that you are ovulating. Then other ways is that you can be having abdominal cramps, okay? It's very discomforting, okay? Just like menstrual cramps. So those are the ways you can know that you're ovulating. Then for those that are asking, how do I know whether I'm 28, whether I'm 32, or how do I know my cycle? The only way you know your cycle is the first day of your now period. Like if you started your period now, the first day to the first day of your next period is how you calculate your menstrual cycle. I repeat, the first day of when you started your period now till the first day of the next period is a menstrual cycle. I hope you have learned. Thank you.